Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 then of this M4 cleanup. I'm going to save this till last because it's just a matter of bagging it up. It'll be easier than it looks, although there's quite a bit there. So what I'm going to do is now do this in a bit, which I told you on the last video I was going to do. And I'm not expecting carnage, but I'm expecting a few bags. So it's quite a big area to cover. It's probably 4 or 5 football pitches in size, this bit to cover. So let's get on with it and see what we get. I'm far, that's been there a long time. Ow, ow. Haven't had to come far to start finding stuff. Now, obviously, the overwhelming amount of rubbish in here is just chucked from cars because virtually no one walks through here. So it can only be chucked so far. So it shouldn't be too bad. I'm only expecting about 5 bags from this middle bit. But I know under some of the subways, from time to time they got really bad, so I'm going to check them out. There's 3 of them in total. But this should be a lot easier than the last video. And ultimately, the area gets a really good tidy up, which it needs. As I said, it's just no one here to tidy it apart from volunteers. So let's see what we get as we plough through. Problem is, the leaves are still down and they've not rotted much yet, so they're probably hiding a bit. If I was to do this in the summer, I'd probably see a lot more. But I'll get what I get. I'll get what I get. So yeah, that fly tip at the beginning I will leave until last. I'll just mosey round and see where I end up at the moment. Not too bad around here whatsoever. Just keep making my way round. I've got to go the long way to get out. I think what I'll do is I'll go and check out one of the entrances. Go and check out one of the entrances in one of the subways. Things have changed. It's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all at the moment. I'm not going to grumble about that. We'll get that on the way back. So this takes you under the road that I was cleaning in the last video, and then that takes you up towards Bridge Tesco's. This is the pedestrian part of it, which just comes under and through this section. I saw some cans in here a minute ago, but yeah, it's not too bad at all at the moment. I'll grasp the nettle with that. Take that. Get that out. A few cans. Yeah, not bad at all. You have to look for it though. You have to sort of know what you're looking for. Seek and ye shall find. Seek and ye shall find. Right, let me just dump this bag. It's getting heavy. Just can't come in here with a trolley. It's just impossible. I'll dump this bag, put a fresh one on, and keep moseying around. Right. See if I can get that out of there. It's quite a way in. The brambles are all the way to it. I got it though. whack on the leg from the brambles. He stung me one. I'll tell you what, let me come this way round. There's much less of what I thought I'd be, to be honest. Much less. I'm really dirty at the moment though. All this dust is, my shoes are filthy, the socks are filthy, the top's filthy. I'm just filthy. I'm gonna go home, put everything straight in a wash, clean myself up a bit. And then what? Oh, I've got to clean my front garden this afternoon. Oh no, the leaves have come down and they're everywhere. I've got leaves everywhere. So, but I'll do that later. I'm certainly winning. Oh, I didn't even see that until I trod on it. It's just all this, the floor, as I said, it's just like a dust, the black and the dark brown dust. It's just obscuring things. So, as this video shot on the same day as part 1, I'll leave the sandbag, I'll leave that. And I've already done a film review on part 1. I think what I will do here, guys, is do a series review, which I did do on my Magnificent 7. So I've started to watch something called The Day of the Jackal, which obviously there was the, I think the 1960s film, could have been 1970s. So I think that was Edward Fox, and then they remade it again with Bruce Willis and Richard Gere in about the late 1990s. But now they've made a series of it, so oh, be careful of that, Gerard. I know you'd injure yourself there. So they made a series of it. I've watched the first 3 episodes. I've just been totally enthralled by it. It's a really, really, really good series. So The Day of the Jackal, it's got Eddie Redmayne in it. I can't think of the lady's name. I'll find it, I'll put it up. I'll put up her name on the screen right now. Put it up on the screen, Gerard. Bing. So yeah, so if you want a really good sort of drama, intense drama, so I'm just looking around. As I said, I've seen the first 3 episodes. There's 6 that have been released so far. I'm just watching them every other day. I don't want to plough through them. I want to take it in a little bit. I don't want to plough through them in like an afternoon. Oh, what's that? Bloody hell, look at that, an old carpet cleaner. Look at that, looks like an old carpet cleaner. Wow, I've seen one of them in a long time. Must have been there years. It's rusted to pieces. So yeah, if you get a chance and you want to watch it, put it on. The Day of the Jackal, the series. It's really, really, really good, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. If you like the films, you're just going to enjoy the series. There's no ifs, no buts. Okay, so as I said, because this is the same day as part 1, we'll do a series review on part 2, Day of the Jackal. Right, in the meantime, I've encountered a little bit of rubbish here, a lot of plastic, which I'll dig out. As I said, I don't expect this middle bit to be too bad, just bits and bobs as I make my way round. Yuck, it's filthy, that is. That is horrible. Horrible. Let's get that bit as well if I can get to it. Well done, Gerard. Right, not bad at all. Now I'm going to walk on this path in a minute. This little path down here, I'll point it out to you when I come round. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk. Oh, I found rubbish, I found stuff. Oh, I found a bit of stuff now. That's handy. I'm going to walk on this path in a minute, but I'm going to actually go round the long way, just so I cover the maximum distance in this area. Let me just dig this out a bit. Whew. That's well tangled up in that ivy. This ivy just grabs hold of everything. Just it twines itself in everything. One more thing in there I want to get. It's a football boot by the looks of it. Somebody's got the boot. Right, let's get out of here. A bit in here. Lots of plastic. It's obviously been dropped and just blown into here over time. So I'm going to walk the long way around and then go back across that path. Oh, nearly fell over there. So I'll put a fresh bag on and I'll catch you down on that path in a minute. Right guys, just walking back to pick up the first bag, and I suddenly came across 23 cans that were just in the bushes. So we've done 2 bags so far. I really filled that bag up with them cans. I've just had a text from my daughter because she's flying to Los Angeles today. She's due to take off in a little while. We might even see her plane. Due to take off in about 20 minutes. Well, leave the gate. The time they give you is your leave the gate time, not your takeoff time. So and they always build in plenty of time now. So I know they're taking off this way. I've been watching them. So she's due to go in a little while on the BA 281. So if I'm still here, you can hear one now going up. See if we can see it. We'll be patient. No, I can't see it at the moment. I am in a little bit of a dip here, obscured by the trees. So anyway, if we see it, I'll show you it on flight tracker. So that's my Andrea going off to see little baby. Ow! Got a thorn right in the bleeding hand. Going off to see little baby George for a couple of weeks, which will be nice. There's another can in there. I'd like to get it, but not at the cost of being stung to death. So I'm just skirting these bushes at the moment, finding the odd can here and there. As I said, there's really thick brambles here. There's another one in there, but I don't know if I can get it. Really thick, that is. Come on, George, you can do it, son. Come on, son. Yeah. Done it. Cost of getting a flipping thorn in my finger. So really what I'm going to do now is sort of just follow this perimeter around and then double back on myself and follow. So I'm going to go, this is where I was a minute ago, and I was talking about the path. I was up there getting the plastic out. So I'm going to just follow it round and basically in, out, and shake it all about. So I'm going to go up and down here, up and down there, and then back to the beginning. And I've only really got that fly tip to do. But we'll keep persevering because I'm sure we'll get some. Little story about this area actually. The first time I met Umi was here. She said, "Where's Gerard? Where's Gerard? Who's Gerard?" Because I'd been posting on Hillingdon litter pickers, and obviously I'd covered part of her area. So she'd left comments. Then she's like, "Oh, there's a bit up here. I can't get this. Slippery." Slippery when wet. So she said to me afterwards, "I thought I was really bossy until I met you. Right, let's not go fall over. Let's run down, run away." So this was just caked in cans. There was someone living here under the motorway. There must have been, I kid you not, there must have been 3,000 cans in this area and whatnot. We got quite a few of us out that day and cleaned up the whole area. That was probably, oh, that must have been around early 2021, I would have thought. But yeah, you just couldn't walk on this. It was just full of full of cans and baked beans and all that sort of stuff. It was just a sea of carnage. But we cleaned it all up between us, and that was the first day I met Umi. And yeah, she got a lesson in who was in command. Didn't you, Umi? Got a lesson from the boss. So she said to me afterwards, I thought I was really bossy until I met you. Right, this is the entrance to Cranford Park as well, if you're driving the car. And then some of my videos would be in the little stream that are just, that little humpback bridge there goes over the stream, and then further down you've seen me in the stream digging stuff out. Right, I'll just go in here, saw a can, a couple of cans, I'll get them out while I'm here. It's not really part of what I'm doing, I'm actually, I suppose, I'm sort of in Cranford Park now to a degree, but I'll get them. I'm here. I'm not going to be like one of those council workers who's like, ooh, more than my job's worth to do that. I haven't had a job request for that. Just can't quite get that. It's slippery. And it's half buried. Gotcha, you bugger. Right, that's better. Sort of no man's land, really. This used to be part of my 5-mile run, believe it or not. So I used to do a lap of and go around Cranford Lane. Wonder if I can get that without getting killed to death. I doubt it. No, I'm gonna have to give up on that one. I'm not prepared to get killed to death for one can. So yeah, I used to come along this bit, go under the subway, and it was just actually shy of 5 miles. It was 4.85 miles was its official distance. That was just like the basic bread and butter run. When you just fancy the run, it's like, yeah, it's just a bit of training. All right, we'll do this. We called it the standard 5. It was just a standard basic 5, flat 5 miles. Keep everything ticking over. So this inner bit is proving to be not too bad. Probably going to open my trap too soon, aren't I? I'm bound to encounter, now I've said that, I'm bound to encounter some right carnage. Don't say that, Gerard. Just say we're doing well. We're doing well. We're doing well. So yeah, I'm going to go up and round, see what I can fill, and I'll meet you around there, guys. Okay, guys, I just finished off that bag off camera. I found 2 little money boxes. There's nothing in them, but there's a safe here, look. Obviously someone's done something and just decided that this was a safe place to open. A safe place. A safe place. Come on, guys, get with it. So they decided this is a safe place to open it up. And they've probably found them 2 money boxes in here. Beep, 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 beep. So I'll drag that round in a minute. I'm just going to have a real little mosey up here, and then really I'm sort of done, apart from that fly tip over by the beginning. Nope, it's all pretty clean. Nothing in there. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Yeah, okay, fair enough, I'll take that. Just is a little bit up on this embankment, which I'll get. Get you, I'll get you, bit of plastic, dig you out, and there's a little bag up here. I don't want to go up the embankment, I'm slipping and sliding everywhere. I've got it. Well done, Gerard. So, I will I'll take this stuff round to the beginning, come back and get this safe, I think. See if I can just drag it a bit, see how heavy it is. Oh, it's heavy-ish. Let's just dump it here. I'll just go and show you these money boxes real quick as well. So, where did I chuck them? I just chucked them down the embankment. Oh, here they are. There's 2 little money boxes, look. Obviously someone's been up to some skullduggery. Look, here they are. 2 little sort of petty change sort of boxes, basically, look. So you know, some people, if it ain't nailed down, they'll nick it. So I think all I've got to do, guys, is get this round and do that fly tip, and I'm done. So I'm not going to grumble about that in the slightest. So I will shuttle these round, and I'll see you at the front, because it's just that fly tip to go. Okay, it's the 4 bags I've got then from this inner area, and I've carried that safe. Yeah, it was heavy. It was a long way to carry it. I've got a whole roll of bags out. I'm just going to pick this stuff up, basically. Here, chuck it over the wall bag by bag. So I'm going to put my phone here, keep my eye out. I've just had a message from my daughter saying she's on the plane, but they're not moving yet. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm just going to bag up this the best I can. And finish off. Probably about 6 bags worth here, I would have thought. Just this fly tip. Just household waste, a lot of it, look. Just someone who's... The thing about it is what they've done is they've come from their house. This is the irony. They come from their house, parked here, just to dump it over the wall. There's a dump just up the road, and all you do is park and chuck it over the wall. I mean, yeah, absolutely amazing. But it was easier to do it here, and then potentially get caught and get fined. I mean, brain dead or what? Brain dead anyway, just to want to do that. I just don't get it, to be honest. I don't get it. I just mind I'm the dirtiest I've ever been, I think, litter picking. I feel really dirty. All these little bits of dust and crap that I've been walking through, and I just feel filthy. I can't wait to go home and have a nice cup of tea, to be honest. Bastards. Excuse my French there, guys. A little bit of a outburst of the verbal moralities. John Spartan, you've been fined 1 credit for a misuse of the verbal morality. Do you remember that film, Demolition Man, with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone? One's a criminal who's been put in like some sort of cryo chamber, and Stallone's a copper who's also been put in some cryo chamber, and they're both awakened, and then basically he's effing and blinding on it, effing and jeffing. And if you swear at this time in the film, you get fined 1 credit for a misuse of the verbal moralities. I just never forget it. Laughing my head off at it. John Spartan, you are fined 1 credit for a misuse of the verbal moralities. So I better find myself a little credit there, guys, for having a slight misuse of the verbal moralities. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. You know what I really fancy? Really fancy a apple turnover. I've not had one for 3 weeks. 3 weeks! Yeah, I know. 3 weeks. How dare I? Really fancy one as well at the moment. Nice apple turnover. Might have one in the week, actually. I've got to go up to the post office next to Marks and Sparks, and I've got to send something to the USA. Actually, I'll tell you, by the time this video comes out, she'll have it. But it's one of my fans, one of you guys, asked me to get them a hoop like this. So So I've treated, I won't say who, don't want to embarrass anyone, but I've treated them. All I'll say is they're in the US of A. So you can't get them in the USA. So I said, go on, I'll get you one. So I'm going to post, got a brand new one of these at home to post to that person. So yeah, whilst I'm there, there's a Marks and Sparks next door. Get myself a nice apple turnover. So that'll be fun. In the meantime, I'm going to just keep clearing this and see how I get on. I said there'd be about 6 bags here. Might be 8 actually. Some of it's a bit heavy, and it's wet as well. So it's. Oh, look at this. Oh dear. Don't let them wind you up, Gerard. Don't let them wind you up, mate. You're nearly finished for the day. You've had a good day's litter picking. 2-part video. Cleaned all this area up on your own. You can have a nice bath shortly. Get all this stuff in the wash. Mrs. O is going to have an absolute fit when she sees me. I am absolutely filthy. I really mean it. I am really filthy. Mrs. O is going to be like, Gerardo. Could be spending the rest of the week in the doghouse. When George used to live with us before he moved to America to do his pilot stuff, he'd come in occasionally with a big smirk on his face. And I'd hear a bit of shouting in the house. Jorge, Jorge, Jorge. And he'd come in and I'd say to him, are you in the doghouse, son? And he'd be like, yeah. I said, what have you done now? And he's like, yeah. And, I'm like, oh, well, come and spend the afternoon with your dad. We'll watch the football. Keep out of mum's way for a few hours. Let her calm down. And he's like, yeah, all right, Dad. So take it from me, mate. The doghouse don't last forever, but there's lots of regular visits. That's heavy. I better bag that. Right, guys, I'll do one more bag on camera, and then I'm gonna just finish it off on camera. I've punched a massive hole in it. I must be halfway through, but it's heavy. A lot of it's heavy. So let's just check my Andrea while I'm here on Flight app. Let's have a look. The BA. Look at my hands, they're filthy. I am just filthy. 281. London to Los Angeles. Oh, there it is. It's still at Heathrow. Look. Oh, bum. She's still at the terminal, but she's gone red. Look, that means that they've put on like the tracker. So she's not going yet. So you probably won't see her now. I'll probably have this finished in the next 10 minutes. So I'll fill one more bag. This is just horrible. It really is just horrible. I've lost my enjoyment for it now. I mean, I'm pleased I've done the area, don't get me wrong. I mean, with that first pile over there from the first video, which for you will be a day or two ago, and this, I've removed the best part of 25 bags. That looks like an old drone, look. I've got a drone actually. I've got something called a DJI or something. It's a good one. I haven't used it in ages. Because I'm close to the airport, they restrict where I can fly it. So, oh bloody hell. I tell you what, I'm not going to bag that. I'm going to throw that. So I've got to get mine a new battery because I ain't used it in a long while. I think I'll throw that as well because I ain't used it in a long while. The battery's got a bit sort of thing, yeah. It's got no oomph in it. Just let it run down. So right, let's get this in here if we can. Come on, Gerard, you can do it, son. One good thing about this, I mean, it's horrible. It's soaking wet and it's just horrible to touch. It don't smell. This is non-smelly rubbish, should we say, at the moment. Oh, the joys of litter picking. Let's go litter picking. Yeah, it'll be fun. Come on, let's go. Let's do a bit of litter picking. Let's do our bit. Oh, God. Why did I take up this? Why didn't I take up darts or something? Oh dear. Oh dear. Come on, Gerard, nearly there. Mind myself here because there might be something on that sewing machine that's sharp. And you know my views on gloves, I just don't like gloves. I don't like gloves. Right guys, I'm going to finish this off on my own now. I'm getting quite a pile here. There's only a few more bags. I'll finish this off and I will catch you in just a short while for a summary. Unless Andrea's plane takes off, and then I will cut back in just for the hell of it, because they're coming over this way, although the cloud's quite low, so they're going into the cloud. But let's see what happens. Otherwise, leave it to me and I'll see you in a minute. There guys, I've cleaned it down. There's a few little bits in there, they can just rot, they're nothing. So let's jump the wall quickly. Oh dear. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we got 4 out of the middle, 4, then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 more, so 14 bags in total, plus this bit of stuff. So a worthy litter pick for part 2, although part 1's just there behind me. So what I'm going to do is just put all that together now, all in one bit, take a picture, send it to the lovely Umi and ask her to get Hounslow to come and pick it up. Area is nice and tidy for a while. Not the sort of thing I want to do on my own again. This is hard work, horrible as well. But thank you for watching again. I hope you've enjoyed these 2 videos. As I said, keep your eye out for fantastic February. Nearly forgot what it was. And I don't know where I'm going to be next. Got absolutely no idea. I'm sure I'll be somewhere though, some hellhole that requires me. So until then, thank you very much for watching everyone, and we will definitely catch you on the next one.